10 flight secrets that are never told to passengers. Hey guys, we hope you're all good. Welcome back to another interesting video. We all enjoy flying, but did you know that every plane has some secrets that only flight attendants know? Yeah, well, how would you know because you're all busy enjoying your flight and are completely unaware of the inside gossip or secrets that air hostesses or cabin crews are fully aware of? Like your boarding pass contains a lot of hidden information, and the flight blanket is only cleaned once. Well, yeah, that's not all. We're about to amaze you with the top 10 flight secrets you've never heard of. So, without any further ado, let's start the video. Number 1, those emergency oxygen masks only last 15 minutes. Guys, we've all heard the warnings that come before every flight about wearing a mask in case of an oxygen deprivation emergency. But what isn't stated is that the flowing oxygen will only last 12 to 15 minutes. Yeah, we're not kidding. It's a secret known only to flight attendants and completely unknown to passengers. Well, what could we do if we knew this secret? All we could do is end up causing panic, which is why it's completely hidden. But the good news is that if an emergency occurs, don't be worried. It usually takes a pilot far less time to descend to a safe altitude than it does for those oxygen masks to run out of oxygen. Well guys, it doesn't end here. There are more secrets to be discovered, so stay tuned until the end of this video. Number 2, your boarding pass has a lot of hidden information. What will you do with your boarding pass once you arrived at your destination? Well, most of us threw it away, while others took it home with us or kept it on the back cover of their phones as a memento of their trip. But guys, have you ever noticed that your boarding pass barcode holds the key to interesting and potentially sensitive information you may never know? Like the numerical portion of your flight number actually indicates which direction you'll be flying in, such that with odd numbered flights flying south and even numbers flying west. Surprising? Meanwhile, the 6-character text portion on your boarding pass is your booking reference or passenger name record. This tiny code can be used to look up anything from your desired location to your age and credit card info online. That's surprising. Number 3, resting compartment for crew. We're all wondering about where the air hostess and cabin crew sleep. Like, is there any special crew rest area? Or are they all standing around until the flight's over? If you're thinking they all stand up during their whole flight, then you might be wrong, because there are small hidden compartments in the back of the passenger seat where the flight attendants spend their time. Well, not all airplanes, but some have a resting compartment for their crew. These compartments aren't super comfortable, but serve as a temporary but luxurious resting area. These resting areas are generally on long-distance flights and are totally hidden from the passenger's eye. So, are you ready to discover this one on your next trip? Number 4, the secrets behind blue seats. Have you ever noticed the color of the airline seats if you frequently travel by plane? Well, many airlines prefer to use blue color for their seats. Nobody noticed because we're too busy looking for our seats, right? However, some individuals assume that this color was chosen because it resembles the sky. But the reasoning is somewhat surprising. According to them, as blue is said to evoke a feeling of calm, the goal is to create a home-like, relaxing environment to improve passengers' flight experiences while making traveling less stressful. Well, crew members, we have a question for you. How do these blue color seats provide a calming effect when someone is going through a tough time? Number 5, know this super amazing armrest hack. Guys, we know being confined in a small space for hours on a plane is not relaxing. So if there's a way to make it more bearable, you should try it. No one on the crew told you about it, but it's a hack that most people are aware of. Yes, except for the next one to the entrance, all of the armrests can be lifted by pressing the button beneath the armrest. This should give you a few extra inches of valuable space. It's not as much as business class, but it can make all the difference in terms of being able to stretch your legs for more comfort. So if you haven't tried it already, try this secret button hack on your next flight. Number 6, food is not hygienic anymore. Getting your meals after a long flight's a great feeling, but what if the food causes nausea or poisoning? Surprising, right? We're surprised as well when we experience this. Actually, we've all heard that the food on airplanes is hygienic and safe to eat. But this story isn't as simple as you think, because we're here to reveal some insider secrets to our subscribers. Guys, it should come as no surprise to you that the majority of meals served on board are frozen and reheated in the airplane ovens. Well, that's completely fine because we're used to doing that at home, but what if we reheated it several times? Surely it has an effect on the quality and taste of the food, as well as giving birth to numerous bacteria, which causes poisoning. Unfortunately, you can't bring food on board, So all we can do is wish you good luck. Number 7, airplane lavatories can unlock from the outside. Do you always double check your washroom door while using the public washroom? If yes, then there's bad news for you. It's strange to know that your bathroom door is never completely locked on a plane. Yeah, it can be opened from the outside using an external lock mechanism, which is usually hidden beneath the no smoking sign on the door. Well, that's great if you have a child trapped inside, but not so much if you're doing something else. Well, we can understand it may appear disturbing to you, but believe us guys, this hidden button is actually a lifesaver in many situations. Number 8, that secret tiny hole in a window. Are you one of those who have a 17-hour-long flight and have nothing to do? Well, we understand being on much of a long flight is no less than a headache, especially when you've ended up judging people, noticing meals, and much more. But wait guys, there are some extraordinary people who notice what we guys didn't notice. Well, it's a tiny middle hole in the window that keeps the window from fogging up by removing excess moisture. Guys, it's not a flaw in the manufacturing process, but it's used for safety. So are you excited to discover it as well? Number 9, blankets are no longer regularly washed. What comes to mind when thinking of the worst in flight? Like, you might think of tasteless food, uncomfortable flights, or the worst air conditioning setup ever. But have you ever considered dirty blankets? Not at all, right? Well, we know guys that after a long day, finally sinking into your seat provides great relaxation. Well, sorry to expose this bitter truth, but you might be surprised to know that the free luxury blankets you get on your seats are infested with germs and bacteria. Yeah, the cleanliness of the airline blankets is unsatisfactory. Even the great travelers didn't notice this. Number 10, emergency landing for different medical emergencies. You've probably heard of an emergency landing due to bad weather, but have you ever heard of an emergency landing due to a medical condition? It may sound strange, but it occasionally happens, which is why it's not so uncommon. But the question is, why are passengers not aware of this top hidden secret? Because most of the flights have crews trained in basic first aid and even qualified to perform resuscitation. Still, most flights do not have qualified personnel on board. That's why they make a quick decision to make an emergency landing in the nearest airport. We are impressed with the hidden secret because landing a flight to save someone's life is a great step. Guys, that's all for today. Thanks for watching the video. If you really enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Moreover, let us know in the comments section below if you've ever heard of these secrets before. Or, do you have any other airline secrets to share? See you guys in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.